About to go live with the Power Hour on Wednesday. We have September 1st today. It's very nice outside. It's very hot today in Texas. So I got the Ask Me Anything up. We are, again, Power Hour. This is where it should be called YOLO Hour because we're basically just looking at the hot stocks, the ones that are going to rocket in the last hour. Crazy things happen at the open. Crazy things happen at the end of the day. And that's like what we want to take advantage of. But this is, you can and will lose money. And that's okay because we're not betting a lot, right? You see it here, I use our friend Robinhood because it lets me spot a couple of rockets. I bought a Wish. Looks like I bought a Wish call, and it's not doing well right now, so I'm down. But there are some stocks that are doing very, very well today. And YOLO, about to get started. We're just ramping up right now. But if you see a stock on a real rocket ride, it's got a nice large green candle sticking straight up. That's what we want to hear about. So with that, we'll get started. We will spin the wheel and we'll get into the casino. I am holding some stocks right now. Probably should have sold out most of these. Let me sell some stocks here really quick. These were from yesterday, and I don't know why I haven't got around to selling some of these. In fact, RPHM is completely broken down. It was down 21% today. That's probably where I lost the money versus the Wish call that I made today. We'll keep the others. They seem to be doing well. All right. With that said, let's get started. Spin the wheel, and I'll start talking about what things I'm seeing in the market. In fact, before we get started, let's look at the market. We are very, very mixed today. We are selling off. This is the Labor Day weekend. This is one of the lowest volume weeks that we will have. It's like one of the top 3 lowest volume weeks that the market has. And September last year, September of last year was the only down month that we had. It was down 10% in that bullish 2020 year. So that's just to let you know. And that's probably because the volumes fell off. Now you know. Let's spin the wheel and see what we can find. We'll see if it's really tailing off right now. Let me do some portfolio control here just really quick for it. Yeah, I've got calls that are going the wrong way. And I bet that one sells off. Was that left from yesterday? We'll get out of this one too. All right, so let's get back to the casino. Boom, let's hit it. Let's go. I mean, you can see my portfolio is selling off. So BBW looks like it might turn up. Keep that on your radar. I'm gonna make one run through here. You know what? I was wrong, guys. I have 427 stocks on here that I run through. That's literally like 1/8 of the entire. I want to say stocks on the Nasdaq. It's crazy. So LTCH is moving. Let's look. Latch. Well, if I can tie it with one hand, LTCH. It's a grinder, brother, and it's starting to turn over. You might want to watch that one. If you have that in your portfolio there, I don't see that one being a rocket. It's either going to go sideways or it's going to turn over on you. So if you want to protect some profits, I'd be taking some profits now. And TTCF. Why do you like that tattooed chef, man? I don't get it. Like it was a good meme stock at one point. Today it was up 7 or 8, and now it's just going sideways. I would bet the only thing that this thing is going to do, well, this may turn up. We'll see. I don't think it's directionally in the last month up 13%. It's beat this. This is not a good TA analysis. Is it beating this? Yeah. So Tattoo Chef's a good stock for you right now, from what I can see. Right. That's just what I'm looking at. So, all right, spin the wheel. But yeah, it's not a rocket yet though. Thanks a bit, man. Appreciate it. Let's keep it moving. VSCO, which is a Victoria's Secret, may turn up to be a rocket. It is on a path, but it is not. It's grinding from red to green, and now grinding in the green, but it's not directionally a rocket yet. APR is one. Now that one may turn up. We may be getting on this one. Let me jump on this one just one time. I've got Bloomberg on. They've got. They say stocks are climbing. Like, are they missing the sell-off that we're seeing? All right, keep it going here. We're going to start adding. I'm not going to do grinders yet because we don't need to yet. We may find a couple of rockets, and when we do, I'll let you know about those. So as more people join, I'll start getting into some news of the day, some things you might want to know about the different stocks. Right now, we can talk some crude though, really quick. OPEC has they have approved. It is now. It looks like it's official, but they're going to raise the output 400,000 barrels per month going forward, and that's going to be all the way into 2022. So for the next 3 months, they're doing what Joe Biden wants. All right, look at ATNX. I'm going to buy a share. That might turn into a rocket later on. It's one that we definitely missed. Just looks like it just may have turned down. Let's keep. Whoa, what was that at the top? Did I see one at the top? One of the big ones? SQBG up 76, guys, 77, and still grinding. That's a crazy. It's a $9 stock too. Look at that. This thing may even turn into a rock. It's $9. Why not? That is SQBG. I'm going to take one share of that and take a position there. If you're listening, jump in the chat. Let me know. We're looking for rockets. So if you see a good stock that is that standing straight up, let me know. DNAY may be one down the road. We'll hold off on it. I'm going to get down to the bottom of these 400 stocks. I thought it was 300, but then I actually saw the count when I was adding some stocks today, some meme stocks that went big today. That's why they're top. RCON, boom. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's see what we can do here. That's a good rocket. It's only up 3. It might could run with kind of volume is 1.5 average, so that could really pull up. Again, we're seeing a sell-off though, so I'm not getting excited over anything at this point, right? Until it really busts out a 3 to 4 or 5% from when we get in, then I'll start getting excited. Archon we just took position in, and let me just move through these. Anybody on the channel got anything? Not yet. Waiting for people to join. 3, 4 people on, 5 people on. We had I forget who it was today. It was who hit it big today. AC. Where's AC? AC needs to jump on. He's $17,000 richer today, I believe, off of Amazon calls, I believe. So he needs to get on here, and as soon as he does, I'd love to hear from him. It makes sense to send him a note in. All right, so we're at the bottom right here. All right, so we talked about crude. So them boosting the production's probably going to take now. Now, what's funny is OEG fell. I'm sure all the oil and gas stocks are falling as well. So understand that's going to put pressure on the price. The price is at 68. The futures price is at 68. So it's probably going to move down. That will hurt the oil and gas stocks. It'll also hurt the oil field stocks. So, which is your machinery and things of that ilk, right? And some trucking companies and stuff, but those aren't really high flying stocks, like the ones like Schlumberger. I would also tell you that Google, so out of the FANG stocks, was looking at this today. Google is the #1 FANG stock followed by Netflix. But listen to this: Google year to date. Google now, this is a $2,000 stock. Now it's a $3,000. It's up 66% year to date. That's a hell of a run. So if you've got an ETF or you've been trading that, congratulations, you have made a S-ton of money since the beginning if you got behind Google. That's GOOG. They have several different classes of shares. So understand that. Also, Apple, AAPL, was upgraded to an outperform, which you wouldn't think it would since it's the largest company in the freaking world. Was it $2 trillion now? So let's see. Still looking for something to turn up. You know what's funny is though the market's turned over, I do see some stocks turning over. Don't get me wrong. But the ones that are really going down are the ones that were already red. Fubo is definitely turned over. If you've got a position in that, you might want to get out. Visco is still grinding. Not seeing a lot of stocks, not a lot of green stocks turn over. ZH is kind of turning over. IDT is kind of turning. FireEye is turning over. BDSX is trying to make a comeback. It turned over and now it's turned up. That may become a rocket, guys. Let's look here. How much volume? We don't have the volume in this one, but that is one to watch for sure. What else are we seeing? Archon's gone directionally wrong way, and sequential brands. It's all right. So these are, you see the stocks that I added today that I didn't have. They're all green at the top, and these were all the big meme stocks. They're all directionally going sideways, except for SQBG, which looks like it's grinding, but it's kind of grinding between 75 up and 76 up. It can't decide which way it wants to go at this point. All right, what's up? Small businesses. Let's talk about it because then that'll lead us into some Amazon talk. Small businesses. So the closure rate increased. Oh, look at ASND, guys. Look at ASND. It's not a rocket, but it's really starting to grind. It was grinding hard up, but now it's kind of going sideways a little bit. But that's one to watch for sure. But the small businesses, we had a 2.5% increase in closures. So that's up from 4% in July. June, July. So in June, it was at 4%. So that is an improvement, but still we're going the wrong way, right? So again, that goes back to the micro, the small, and the mid caps. And now we've got small business still moving the wrong way. As you know, small and mid cap stocks have been moving sideways. If you don't believe me, jump on the telegrams at stocktrade.tips and scroll up. And you will see a ton of charts that I have put out there. APRE is. Should I put some more behind this one? What are we up? Yeah, I'm gonna put some more behind this. I think this one might actually push. It's got the volume too, so why not? Let's take a chance. All right, let me scroll down much faster here. But again, you've just got a lot of chop in this micro and the small and the mid caps. They're really the thing to trade right now is the meme stocks. It really is, unless you focused on a couple of stocks, which is very, very smart to do. Those are the best trades right now, right? If a winner's winning for you, I've got a James on the channel's got Wish. He got me into Wish. Wish is not doing very well today, or it was doing well. It's not doing very well now, but he's convicted. So we have an option. He's got several options. I just bought the one just to be in the game, just to play a little bit. ETNB. Now this is ETNB has had some rumors around it that it could be a buy. It is not a rocket here, guys, but I am taking a position for this little thing. It's a $19 position, so that's a big position. Let me pull the lever, spin the wheel and of the casino. And what did I just find? IMH going straight up. Oh, it doesn't have volume. Let's take a. I'll take one if it does go up. I don't think it's going to push much higher. We'll see, especially since it's 2:15. We got 45 minutes to play. We're spinning the wheel again. Here we go. Also, got some Spotify news. Spotify is going to be on all Delta flights now, so that's kind of cool. And it looks like it may be free initially, from what I read. If you want to talk about, hey Jared, what's up? Your picture is blocking. Oh, let me change it. Let me go to this side. There you go. How's that, brother? Like that, Jared? Yeah, it's blocking the wheel, the casino wheel. So what I was going to tell you about Mexico is not a lot of people have Mexican stocks, but a lot of things are made down there versus China, letting you know that they had their 18th month of contraction in their GDP. So that is not good. That country's going the wrong way. One is because of the COVID and the limited vaccines that they have down there. Look at ALT. We may have one here. Boom. Let's go. Let's get it. We may have caught that one at the very beginning, which is what we want to do. This one's not enough for me. It's just going to grind, and it's going to be a drag. That's SQBQ or BG, SQBG, which is up 75%. I mean, it's done its job today. Our CON has pulled back tremendously. We're getting out of that one for sure. And what else? This is what I didn't do yesterday. I didn't spend enough time managing my positions. ATEK is up 4% for us. So I don't know how that's possible, but it is. We must have got a really, really good slippage the wrong way. All right, let's spin that wheel again, and we're off. Jared, Casino Wheel Classic, yeah. I used to have a channel. I think we called it, we used to call it The Casino, because it was 2020. It was a bull market. You could throw a dart at a stock, and it's gonna go up 20% for the year. You couldn't miss. This year, again, you got all the chop. So you really got to get integrated into the sentiment, not so much the fundamentals for sure. And you got to get behind the TA. You just got to get behind it, and that's where you're going to find some really, really good stocks, right? To know when to get bullish and when to sell, right? That's the key. I mean, none of these stocks are you going to ride up, like in crypto. You can ride a $2 stock up to a $2 crypto up to 100, right? Solano's doing that. Maybe Cardano does that. The Sandbox looks like it might even be one that you're riding from 40 cents to whatever, $40. Point is that you can do that in crypto, but in stocks it's very, very hard. So just because you've got a lot of moving parts. So, all right. Did you know that? Let's talk a little Kanye really quick. Kanye, Donda. I listened to it, guys. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I liked about 3 songs out of the 24. There's 24 songs in that damn thing, or 23, whatever it is, 20 plus. It's incredibly so. But I like 3. Here's the thing: of the top 20 Spotify songs right now, as of today, he has literally 12 spots. And CEI may turn, guys. Now, this was a rocket. I jumped out. It's moving sideways. This thing may actually blow again. Let me just keep a tracker on it. It's a 63. It's a true penny stock. 63 cents. Makes, it's kind of one of those why nots, right? Wish is down 46% already. My forward call has already gone to shit like 4 months ago. Anyway, let's see what we've got. Let's spin the casino wheel, and off we go. We're looking for 7s or the cherries. Looking for the cherries. The 3 little cherries or the 3-7. APRE is still grinding for us. That's not, or still pointed up. It needs a little more volume. That's the thing. I don't know how much volume is really going to get behind, even if we find a great rocket, how much volume is there really left in the last hour? All of the brokers have left Wall Street. They're literally in their Ubers and their helicopters, whatever, you know. By the way, look at Casper Sleep. We may have one. Well, I know we have one. The 2:10 is when it came on. So we're 11 minutes in on this one. It has cleared the tower, and it should be, and cleared it by much though, but that could take off. And I'm pretty sure that's got a small float. You can fact check me on that one, but I'm pretty sure that's got a small float. Let me spin it a little bit faster here, guys, because we've been through this one. If you guys see anything that's that I don't have on here, please let me know. Or if we passed it, or if I've missed it, let me know. Wells Fargo, WFC, man, the fines just keep getting levied. It looks like they're going to get levied another fine. This one's going to be for probably billions. This stems back to they brought on a new management team. The new management team hasn't done a great job. Remember that big scam where they were opening checking accounts in people's names, like real people's names in real life people. Maybe they were dead too, but they just kept opening and opening like 50 million to make their bonuses, right? And clearly this is a violation of a bunch of banking rules. Anyway, looks like they're going to get fined today. Let's talk about the airline stocks. The stocks that should have come back already but have not. Okay, ARC-Q, ARC-F, G, W, and K are all turning over. Look exactly the same. That's crazy. ALT is still stuck. It's still stuck. We'll be up there. We're up a quarter of a point of a percentage. Yeah. So the airline stocks we briefly touched on. Delta UAL, I believe, is their symbol, but the TSA screenings are down from May. Clearly, we know this. They expect this to be one of their worst months, though. So understand that. So if you're looking to fly, this is the month. This is the month, right? Football starting. Maybe you go watch a game. I don't know. We're back at the casino. APR East, as it may have turned back on me, but it's very mixed today. Very, very mixed today. What's the deal with physical locations? I saw that. Well, we all know that Amazon is doing the physical locations. We all know that Warby Parker's doing the physical locations, which I believe they're about to go public, or they're public now. And now I hear that Allbirds is going public, and guess what they've got? Physical locations, right? Everybody's wanting to add those now. I just think that's a very, very odd strategy. All right, REKR, it's turned back. I don't know why. It's got a little bit of a pullback. I don't want to take a chance on that. I'm trying to make a little money today. I'm already up off my bottom. I'm up $3. That's not saying a lot. All right. I don't know. We got some grinders. CEI is doing very nice for us, and ALT is it's stuck. IMH looks like it's probably going to start moving sideways, and Casper is still up a half a point. And away we go. We're spinning the wheel again. What did I just miss? Come on, Casino. Give us something good. Let's make like it's 2020 again. Let's party like those days. Boy, those days were good, man. I mean, you could make, what was funny was I wasn't really doing stock calls, but I mean, I follow some guys that were, and they had some outrageous freaking calls, and I'm like, how is that going to work? And then the next day it's up, it's 2-3% up, right? Then the really meme stock mania didn't even start until really November. And that was with GameStop. And that's when that investor from what was he from? But anyway, that's what we saw it as we were doing texts for stocks to watch essentially for that day. We were doing about 2 or 3 texts a day. So, but yeah, I think that's very interesting. Also, understand Amazon, they have increased their flights, so their delivery fleet almost rivals UPS and FedEx. They're up 20% in the last 2 months. They're flying 164 flights of these big cargo jets, right? Just to get you your package. OIIM. Let's see what it looks like we may have missed it. We missed about much. 4 minutes we missed it by. I bought one share of, I believe it's OIIM. Very odd ticker symbol. It's a very odd freaking name too. All right, let's keep grinding on the casino wheel here. Pull the lever, get the 3 cherries, the 3 sevens, and knock it out. Let's go. Come on. Give us something good. I'm not seeing the turnover that I thought I was going to see, though. I really thought that I was going to see a hell of a lot more. It's out there. Here's Google, $2,900, and that is up 66% on the year. That's great. That is phenomenal. That's great for everyone. One is because that's Google's in every ETF. Well, everyone's 401k for sure. So, and it's certainly in your pension fund as well. Although I don't know what type of exposure the pension funds have to tech stocks or to big tech, probably a lot, probably 5 to 10%. So, on the equity side, what's funny is those big pension funds guys, all they're there for, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I had a buddy that worked for, what was it? But anyway, he went to work for, after this job that I forgot. Oh, Ed Jones. He went to work for a pension fund, and he told me about Ed Jones. Pension funds are exactly the same. Don't lose money, right? They take your money. You're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4% a year. That's it. You're never going to have a phenomenal freaking year with those, with a pension fund or with the broker Ed Jones. That's just what I've heard. So, all right, look at FOLD. We may have, yes, that's a buy for me. That's a YOLO. Again, we're not using TA. We're not using all the tools that we would normally use. Again, this should be called YOLO hour because we do shit like that. See something going straight up and say, hey, let's jump on board. Let's see how far that rocket takes us, right? All right, let's pull the hammer back and let it rip on the casino. What else we got today? Price targets. Got some new price targets. I don't know if they're stocks. It was just something that I caught as I was coming on the air here. If you were hey, by the way, Latch is still grinding. So if you're in Latch, it is still grinding. It is now up 6% for the day. That's great. And it's still going up. It's directionally bullish for the intraday. Price targets. If you're an AMBH, you have a new price target of 145. Okay, CrowdStrike, you might be in for sure. CRWD, the new price target is 315. 315. That's a big one. PPL, new price target of 134. Sorry. 34 from 22. That's a big one. That has moved, not the biggest of stocks. And then I know that we did trade VRNT at one point. And it's moved from 61 to now 75. So that's a fairly sizable move by the banks. Clearly, all those are upgrades as well. NEO's getting hit. So I know you guys, did we miss CEI? No, I thought we jumped on CEI. Did we not get one? Yeah, we're in CI. We're at 5. Oh, it's still moving though. Man, I had that back here. I don't know why. Well, because it started to move sideways. True penny stock, we're at 5%. I should have taken a bigger position, but isn't that always the case? It's never enough when you're winning, and it's too much when you're losing. What happens? That is fold. I just got hammered on a freaking slippage. So I'm starting it down a fifth of a percentage. It's not fun. That equates to 3 cents on one share, by the way. It's got a very, very low price. Amazon we talked about. Price targets about NEO. Let me talk about NEO. If a lot of you guys like NEO. Oh, look at TNXP grinding. It's up 3. That's a true penny stock too. It's not a bad stock from what I recall from it. RGP has gone green now. It's still grinding up. So some of these you can jump on for tomorrow for sure, especially if they're continuing to grind up and haven't sold off yet. So NEO has they have basically said that now the chip shortage is hitting them, even though it shouldn't. Look at TCAT based on their proximity, but it has, and the stock dropped today when the management gave guidance that contradicted their guidance on their earnings call. I believe that's what happened. So the NEO stock is down today. Let's see what NEO's doing just real quick, because I know it was down 4, back to even. It's good. It's on my list, but not a rocket today. And all right, let's spin the wheel again. Come on, let's get way down here to the bottom. I'm sure you guys can see this on the screen, especially if you're on your desktop. On your phone, you may not be able to see this. If you turn it sideways, I tried that. It's possible, but you got to look hard, if you know what I mean. Hard. Also, so along with all 2 of the Amazon positives that I've mentioned, Amazon's also hiring 40,000 people. And they're not just going to be warehouse. These are going to be mid-level executives. So understand that. 40,000. It's their largest hiring spree for professionals. So that alone by itself is very bullish when you're adding that type of what we used to call fat to the company's balance sheet with all those salaries. So they're looking at major expansion. That's all that could mean. It's got to be that, right? Major expansion. 40,000 more professional jobs. You'd love to see it. Also, if you're into the NFTs, MetaMask. Oh, it's 55,000? Yeah, I read it on CNBC, said 40, but it could be 55. 55 may be the total. 40 was just the professionals. So, or at least that's what I read. But 55 can be right. Either way, they're both bullish, right? So, that's right. GOED's having a heck of a day. Look at this stock, guys. This is an old meme stock, and this is a sucky stock. Look at this week. 24% in the past 5 sessions. That's crazy. What's going on here? Wow. And it's grinding up more. So, I mean, this was, what was this, a month ago? This was almost a $2 stock. Yeah, it was a $2 stock. Wow. Good for them. GOED, it's GOD 1847 Godeckers is their name, but GOED, and they have pumped 2 times this year, like 2 meme stock type pumps, like 50 ups, if you would. You can look back at the chart, tell me I'm wrong. That's right, tell me I'm wrong. MetaMask, what I was going to tell you is they, with the NFTs going nuts, Ethereum, by the way, if you want to do a quick check on crypto, Ethereum crossed 3,700. Congratulations to the Ethereum bulls. Look at that. You can see it. In fact, let's go in here just real quick. On the day, boom, straight up. Once it hit about 36, went right to 37, 37.4. Heck, it almost hit 38. That's nice. That's nice if you're in crypto. Swaggy stocks, want to give you this one. This is just the pennies that are being mentioned on Reddit, but BBIG, obviously. Support. What has moved up here? Wish has moved up. EVFM has moved up. BID has moved up. SONN has moved up. So those are the ones you want to look at for probably next week. I'd say probably next week. So, all right. What else we seeing here? Come on, Casino. Give us. I mean, it's literally like we're at the slots, because this is the exact same thing that I literally talk to the slot machine. Like, I don't like to play slots. I'm not a slot guy. I'm more of a blackjack guy. But I talk to the cards there too, right? I think we all do, right? Who hasn't cussed out their computer, right? Clearly, a lot of us. Man, Archon, we missed it. I should have kept it. It did a pullback on me. Let's see if we can get some serious. You know what? I'm going to buy 2. And we're going to stick with it. It's been wanting to move. Now it's finally moving. It pulled back. Now it's going to move again. And I'm now down $1.76. And going back to the portfolio here. And I am losing. I'm only down 3 cents. I'm not going to bust out that one. I need a big one. Like, how is ATEC my best one? Oh, this is the one from the holdover from the other night, and I'm losing it. So, that was a holdover from yesterday's power hour. I got 3% on that one just because it was a green day. There was no trading involved in that at all. Let me see if there's any big ones still going big. You might look at TASK, TASK, up 5%. Looks like it's still grinding. GSM could be still grinding. AADI has turned over. ATIF is still, it looks more sideways, but it is still grinding. Oh, yeah. So Kathy Wood's bringing out a new ETF, another ETF. I believe this will make 8 or 9, right? But this one's going to be literally the full transparency. So it's not going to have like alcohol. It's not going to have banks. It's going to be the ETF of transparency. Jared Flynn, I got 25K in my account. So can I day trade? Yes. You can absolutely well, you've got to end the day with 25,000 in your account. So tomorrow you will be able to absolutely day trade, right? But if you go underneath that at the end of the day, you're back to the PTD. So being a pattern day trader with not enough money in your account. By the way, I think the PDT is completely bullshit, right? Totally. If you had $1,000 in your account, why can't you trade $1,000? In Power Hour yesterday, I made 32 trades. 32 trades. We didn't make anything. The day before that, I made 20 something, right? We made a couple bucks. Point is that it's complete crap. Like I don't even know why you have to have that. Because they've got the technology clearly that if they want to really stop you from, if you've got, let's say 1,000 tied up in stocks, and the market's going down, they could call your stocks. And I'm not even talking about a margin call. I'm just saying, look, you've gone under $1,000, so we've got to sell off your, a stock or a part of your stock or a fraction of your stock or a fraction of your portfolio. You can absolutely do that. Yeah, it's bullshit. So, what else we need? I told you about Apple being upgraded. I thought that was great. You get really good, like, guys, when you really, if you're not in the FANG stocks long term, you're not playing the game. You got to be in the FANG stocks long term, right? That is Facebook. That is Apple. That is Alphabet. That is Netflix. Who am I missing here? Google, right? Which is, oh, look at mine, guys. Oh, we don't have enough volume. Yeah, I'm not going to take a chance on mine today. I think we had mine yesterday, and it went the wrong way on us. So it wants to sell off. This one's grinding. Fold is still grinding. I don't know why it's called fold when the actual name is Amicus. Crazy ass shit. Oh, CEI. Now, see, what do I do here, guys? I'm down 3. It's completely pulled back. We've watched it all explode again. But I got to get out. I'm not going to take that risk in the next 19 minutes. 19 minutes. Let's go back to the casino. Look at the portfolio. We're up a couple cents now. Nice. Anything below negative or above negative 18, we are making money today. So because that's exactly where we started. All right, let's look for rocket. Or maybe I just saw one. Did I miss it? Look at NNBR, guys. It needs to break. It looks like it could be on a rocket. It needs to break the intraday high. So if I'm spinning the casino wheel and we don't get back to it in time, let me know if that's on a rocket ride, and we'll jump on board. This is kind of where it gets a little dicey in here. I am starting to see a lot more sell-offs, just letting you know. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so S&P is completely sold off. It may finish the day red. The Dow's going to finish the day red, and NASDAQ is not too far from the red. It looks like it's sold off, and now it's just going sideways, which is a good thing for us. So we might find some rockets. REPH has just gone green, and it is beat the break even. So you may see that because that was grinding up. Once it gets that break even point, sometimes they just take off. I'd say 1 in 10 will absolutely just rock it. So, and that's what we want to see. Latch still grinding up 6.12 now. Last time we saw it was 609, so it's not grinding real fast. B-Cell's having a heck of a day, 7% up. Archon, we've got HRTX. So the call that we made, CERE. Let me jump on this one. We made this call two days ago. So 3. Yeah, you're up 11 if you let that thing run. The next, well, you could have got the pump. Could have got a 4% the very next day, maybe the same day. So it's interesting. It's one that I've talked about. I think I've talked about twice this week, but we just made the call once. So, all right. I wonder where Mercy is and like DE and those boys, right? I mean, these guys are always wanting to hunt some rocks. Probably on vacation. So let's talk about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, I'm iffy tomorrow. Just find me in the channel tomorrow. I will be on there tonight and tomorrow some, and we will. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. But it's like a 60-40 now. But Friday's definitely out. We're not streaming Power Hour at all. Also, if you're also looking for more professional jobs too, Fidelity has said that they are got it. VRCA. What we got? It's got to break. It's got to break this intraday high. So it's broken. The skin, if you would, gone green. It was green, then it wasn't green. Now it's green again. It's one to keep an eye on for sure. But also, I was going to say, Fidelity also hiring 40,000 new jobs as well. And I'm sure those aren't all wealth managers. In fact, I would say that it was probably less than 10% of wealth managers. They're hiring a lot. So if you're looking for a job or you want to improve the job that you have, you may want to go over to Fidelity. They have offices up in New Jersey, on the East Coast. They've got a big office down here that's more of their back office. And then they've also got West Coast. Well, they have little wealth management offices everywhere, but where they're actually located, and they've got a big office on the West Coast as well, somewhere in California. And I want to say in LA, but I could be wrong about that one. I think they moved out of LA and they went down to San Jose, or went up to San Jose, if I'm right. There's some latch grinding up, 6.14 now. AT&F is still, it has not sold off. It is moving directionally sideways. We'll tell you that. Archon might have pulled back on us. GTHX is it's not a watcher. It's got a lot to prove there. LCI. Woo. Now I'll tell you something about LCI. Small float, high short interest, and it's just a. I mean, look at this. It's gone the wrong. That's the thing. Like, when was the pump? There was it had some. Did it have a huge pump this year? Yeah, here was a pump back in January. It went up, just 60% in one day. It's also had another pump, 15%. No, 21% in 2 days. So it's definitely done it. LCI could pop, but I don't. It's just not. Gosh, it's just. I thought that it had a couple of pumps during the this year, and it just has OIM has just gone the wrong way. Player, what are you doing? Literally, I gotta pull you and bench you and give you a talking to. You went the wrong way, player. ETNB, still in love with that stock, but it is not going to be a rocket. I am selling out of ENTB. And where are we now? We've made 22 cents. Kicking ass today, boys. IMH directionally has gone, and I just messed that up. INTH, where did you go? IMH, sorry. IMH has done a full pullback, and we will get out of that stock as well. You guys are probably out of that stock before me. So we're still seeing green. APRE looks to be going, well, it can turn. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to say ALT, Fold is still doing this thing. ANTX, RK. I just don't think this is going to be a rocket. RKLY has been a great stock today. It pumped. Listen to this, guys, 55%. Came down, and now it's riding. It's still holding gains of 30%. So I'll jump out of that stock. I held that stock from the middle of the afternoon, so I did not get the pump. I think somebody called that out on the channel. Dow still in red. Yeah, the Dow is in red as we speak. Look at how mixed this is, though. Dow's red and still falling. In fact, it is at its support right now. The intraday support could fall off the map here. We'll see what it does here. It's been sideways for a few days. Wait till he's talking about Wish. Yeah, definitely down. And you're looking at the S&P is also at its support, the intraday support, and it may fall. So let's look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's too far up. I don't. It's going to finish positive. But here's the thing about the Nasdaq, right? It's about to fall under its intraday high or its intraday lows as well on its support. All right, let's spin a couple more times here, guys. 250. We got to find something, David. Thoughts on BABA? All right, I am. Let's just look at the stock really quick. BABA. Well, one is I think it's found a bottom. I'll give you that. Because it's done. It looks like it's done a double bottom, which is bullish. What's it up for the week? 3. It's up 3 today. gosh, man, that's tough. I'd have to look at the whole thing to actually make a call, Matt. But I would tell you this, Baba, I don't know if China is tradable with me right now, right? A lot of people, a lot of retail investors are buying the dip in the China stocks that are getting hit, especially on the EDU side, right? A lot of them are. To me, I don't know if I would jump in Baba right now. I just don't. They're so, I mean, just yesterday they came out and they're not even letting the Chinese kids, except on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, play video games, right? And that's just for 3 hours total for the week. So that's the kind of regime you've got in the CCP, right? Whether you like video games or you don't, you probably do. Everybody should have their freedom to do what they want. They think that they're getting addicted. The problem is the Chinese companies, these big ones, the Babas, the Tencents, they're all getting bigger than the state. And the state does not like that. The state wants to rein them in, and that's what's going on because they cannot have capital flight there. They cannot have inflation. If China has big inflation, they crumble, period. They can't have it. Here, our capital markets can handle it, but the CCP would absolutely lose control, and a lot of those middle-class citizens, and there are a lot in China now, up from the lower class, they would slip back into lower class citizenship, really. And so that's what they can't have. They've got a lot of heads to feed. You kind of understand where they're coming from. Don't like the laws. Oh, SNDX, guys, jumping it. I'm jumping it. I'm jumping 2 here. Putting $40 in. Just throwing $40 to the craps table. Let's see what we come out with there. Come on. We need some big, let's go. No, SNDX was one that I held in college. Is that it? No, it was not. I held a technology firm. This is a pharmaceutical. So that is, I am incorrect on saying that. If that starts to turn, guys, you gotta let me know. Let's keep spinning out. Like 250 is when we find a lot. Let's move through this pretty quickly here and see what we can. BTU, good grinder, 7% and still grinding up a little bit here, guys. I want to say BTU, isn't that like an energy stock? I could be wrong there. PRTS grinding up, that's the car parts. Love that stock. That's a good stock. Again, Baba, I don't know. I'd have to look at the chart, man, and tell you when I'd buy, when to get long, and when to short or when to sell. SGOC, guys. Yeah, I'll take a little bite off of SGOC. Give me a little bit of that. Let's go. See if we can knock one out here. Of course, it gave me ridiculous slippage. 1/3% slippage. Unbelievable. But that's Robinhood. If you're playing with Robinhood, you're playing with fire on the slippage side. Especially if you're trying to day trade. Do not day trade on Robinhood. Hook yourself with the Ameritrade, Fidelity, whatever. Don't freaking day trade on now you can swing trade, right? Not opposed to that on Robinhood, but I would not there's just no way. And clearly you're gonna know that, right? That's not something that I've got to keep repeating myself. LCI might be taking off. Yep. Has it cleared the tower? 359. Yep, it's cleared the tower. Let's see what we can do here, boys. I'm telling you, it never fails. At 250, you start seeing them all come out. Now I got to do some damage control in here. What's pulling back and what's not. LCI got slippage on that one. Archon is pulling back. Let's see if I can make some money here, but you can't day trade on Robinhood, so I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm up 8 cents. 8 cents. Huge. Let's go, though. Let's see if we can get one more rocket in. We got 255. In about 2 minutes, I'm going to have to start closing out positions, guys. Might hold over a few. The ones that are still grinding, I'm going to hold those over. That's not always the smartest thing to do. I did miss a big one this week on RPHM Pharmaceuticals. It started to take off at the end of power hour. Didn't stay with it. The next day it was up 40%. So sometimes you find ADVM is taking off. It hasn't cleared the tower. It's taking off. That might be one you want to watch for tomorrow. ADVM. BTU still grinding. SNDX is still looking up. RAD is turned up a little bit. Parts are still grinding. PRTS. If I looked at, is there anything on Open Insider that's come in? No, there is not. Let's continue our little spin the casino wheel and see what we come up with. SGOC, we're already in that one. Mind, it's just going sideways. We did not. FGen is just going sideways, but it did grind today to 6%. SPNE is directionally bullish at the last part of the day here. IMH is turned back. Ramp is tipping over. We have a lot that are rolling over. You'd hate to see that. Are you guys seeing anything at all? We have 10 people on. Come on, guys. Give me one more. I got to get out of positions here in just a second. FHTX is grinding at the very end here, guys. Might be one you want to get in. TWST is grinding at the very end. It's a very expensive stock, though. It's 116, but it's up 3.2% today. Love to see it. SSPI is on. Does it have? It's got good volume. That might be one you want to keep tomorrow. I'm not getting this as a rocket, but I want to track it for tomorrow though, because I'm going to see what it does tomorrow with the low volume. All right. All right. What am I keeping? What is SNDX? I'm keeping that one, guys. Can we find out what the float is on SDNX really quick? Oh, come on. SDNX. I'm going to close out positions. Is it not on FinViz? Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, ALT, Mercy VRNA. I think we had that. I think Annick said that. Oh, that might kind of volume we got. Yeah, I'll take that for tomorrow. Why not? It's just I'm gonna have to trade in the morning. If these stocks are gonna do anything tomorrow. Fold, I'm getting, even though it's grinding, I'm selling out. I've been burned by Fold before. That's why. We have 2 minutes left, so I'd be closing out the positions that you do not want to keep or be taking profits. Casper, I'm getting out of. I just don't think it's the. I've never seen it really go nuts. I could be wrong, especially this year. APRE going directionally sideways. I'm getting out of it. Closing out the position. I think I'm up 0.5% there is all. SGOC has been a meme stock before. We'll hold there. LCI. Oh, it's a tough one. All these. Well, this one's turning over now. I'm gonna sell ALT. There's a reason. You know what? I'm not gonna sell that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna run with. Oh, VRNA is going the wrong way, partner. I can't. Yeah, it's going the wrong way. If that had done that, at 2:30. Oh, it just went up. It has a PDUFA date coming. Okay, well, let's get back in it. BRCA, because it turned. All right. Add the list. Boom. Let's go 3. I'm gonna. Oh, did we just go out of? Gotta be kidding me! I just missed it. Just missed it, guys. Let me review here. We're gonna buy that after hours. That's a good find. Is that so? Mercy, you had VRNA and Annick had VRCA. So, but all right. So this is the FDUFA one. All right. Well, good. That's awesome. So that will fill because it's at the price it is now, and I feel good. So I'm holding SNDX, ALT, LCI, SPPI, SGOC, ATNX, and VRCA for tomorrow. So Mercy, I hear VRNA gonna run at 4:30. All right, we'll see. We will see. I lost 56 cents today, guys. Yep. Down 56 cents. Not good. So I hope you guys learned something today. Is there any questions that you want to ask about a stock real quick? I can look up stocks. And while we hold out here, I'm going to look and see what has come in. Nothing has come in. Look, I'm going to tell you, the SEC filings that we do on the channel, the volume in stocks was very low this week. It's going to get lower now, just letting you know. And so the filings, and then also the 13G and 13D filings will also get very low, because I didn't see any today come in over email, and that's typically where I get them. And let me look at a few. I'm getting an error on my Fintel. So if you use Fintel, you will get. All right, so VRNA at 4:30. We will see what it does. I'm not sure if I'm going to be around at 4:30. Might be making a video or whatever. But guys, if you get Fintel, I believe it's $20-30 a month. It's a pretty good tool. And you can set alerts in your email of SEC filings and things of that sort. Why is it not coming up at all? So that's a problem. Fintel is down. Fintel is down hard. So let's see what the final. By the way, I got the FinViz Elite today. It was $39. Want to try it out for a month. S&P finished $1, 1 point up. Dow was negative for the day. So there you have it, guys. Appreciate it. As for tomorrow, again, I'm probably 60-40. I'm gonna do it. Lose my voice today. And then Friday we're definitely off. So hey, watch your six. You go hard in the paint. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks.